Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
To return it, Darius Phillips. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And the Bengals first down.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete here.
I don't see London trying to get him the football out of the wrong field. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
40-yard line.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of sticks on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
The Raiders take over.
And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
The tackle
The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he moves the read, he's able to make the play.
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And down inside the 15 it goes. 16 yards, a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10. At their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
2 yards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
First down, Cincinnati.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's able to get this one down to 40
on the carry.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
Justin Houston, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Burrow looking to pass. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
Burrow's pass.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Bengals nothing.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
It's starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
17-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He's definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals.
At the 18-yard line.
Second and 9 now. He'll work that one back. Incomplete.
The pass.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
We're going to give this to Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Ball carrier.
Some of these play calls,
Taken
I
down.
think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. I would like to see them.
And down he goes. Brought down Raiders side.
The beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often get big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They look to set up his blockers. Shedding through the defense. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's a throw complete right side to start things out. First down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He'll buy some time run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Jacobs.
A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked. And
and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this one is incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. For the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20.
The screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
18-yard line.
Second and 4. Rolling to his right. They'll try and run it, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
And 10.
They run it with Jacobs. And he take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Phillips. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
His throw incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. It'll bring up third down.
It's third down. And 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to put this one away.
Ball goes a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. 41. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys don't make sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated. Because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action. They'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. That's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0.
Bengals nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The
Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So it's over to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the New England Patriots squaring off against the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they have made this look easy. Now, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I
and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Logan Wilson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going in. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
This one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
While we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
40-yard line.
And that'll bring up second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now once more to Ruggs, this time to catch Murray. He's in. Touchdown. Henry Ruggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. They're pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive quarterback.
Nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 77 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive that put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. There's a ball thrown right side.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
Taken into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Big play there. 63 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Makes this
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run.
I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
At the 41-yard line.
Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Both the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll find everything complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Warner taking it in for the middle. Able to stop him, but he does take it over to the 2. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the silver and black continue to roll. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a first and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's a good way to kick off a drive complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Cincinnati.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's Crosby. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Pressure gets to him again. That's Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
And he's going to go down again. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Look at the spin. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And it would appear that that first round... Out of the gun now. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. These guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round. At their own 28-yard line. Here's Burrow. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. That's Crosby, able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up
looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And takes this one back into the end zone. Later defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Phillips. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough. Here's Burrow, setting up to throw. It's brought out left side by Tate. Good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Bengals on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And down he goes. Brought down. Raiders sack. Just to Houston. Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And take a right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this 4th quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribe, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.